My absolutely insane panel is back with us. Jason, you look a little, somehow you all look different, but I can't really
I'm
put
spry. I'm excited because it's just, I'm so passionate
Vigorous,
about it.
I think, was
Vigorous
the word
is actually the word.
Vigorous.
Yes. I'm going to outwork and out-campaign everybody, yes.
I believe that about Elizabeth Warren. I'll tell you. Okay, so the age thing did come up. But you were saying earlier, and to sort of blend this with our previous conversation, yes, Joe Biden is of a certain age, but he also is a very established brand. Everybody knows who he is and what he is.
Yeah, Joel, love you to death, but you can't do to Joe Biden what you did to Hillary Clinton. She had whitewater. She had 30 years. She had Bill Clinton. She had the Clinton Foundation. Uncle Joe is Uncle Joe. People know who Joe Biden is. They know him from the Obama administration. You can't suddenly transform him into somebody who's a corrupt or a swamp monster, and that's why Donald Trump is going to have so much difficulty. And here's the thing about age. Unless you're Bernie Sanders who had a heart attack, it's not American Gladiator. We don't expect these people to be running through and going through an obstacle course. As long as you look spry and healthy, I don't think age matters.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with you, but I'm just let Joel respond. Joel,
respond. Yeah, Joy, I'm just glad to know what cost so much for Twitter. I didn't know what I said, so that's good to know.
Were they coming at you? I apologize.
I had no idea. Well, Jason, look, that's a fair point. I don't think either Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden are corrupt. I'm talking about how the president and his machine is going to wash and repeat the same thing that they did 4 years ago with, Joe Biden that they did with Hillary Clinton. I think that it's the same type of campaign. You can run against the Washington establishment with Joe Biden like you did with Hillary Clinton. We're not talking about reality here. Donald Trump is the president, okay? We're talking about how they are going to blow that up.
And Tiffany, the bespectacled Tiffany Cross.
So much smarter.
Can you even see?
She looks so much smarter. It's amazing how that works.
Anyway, girl power. I want one Tiffany's side.
Jason didn't see it.
I mean, the reality is Hillary Clinton had a 63% approval rating after she finished her tenure as Secretary of State. Between the media's obsession with her emails and the way that Trump characterized her, this guy whose foundation had to close in New York because it was so corrupt managed to get the whole country to focus on her foundation and her emails. I don't know how it would be any different for Biden.
Well, and let's just remember, he got the country to focus on her emails, and there was also Russia depressing the vote in Michigan.
And they're still here.
Exactly. And this time they have help from Iran, bad actors in Iran, backed by the Iranian government, and potentially help from China. So the election should be something that we should watch. But look, I take your point, Jason. I think, the Biden campaign has to be smart enough and not let Donald Trump lead them around and goat them into a fight. We already saw this fail with Elizabeth Warren with the, Native American, exactly. It's a bad idea. But the media also, I mean, you have to, there are no innocent bystanders here, and you have to fault the media for this. You cannot adopt GOP talking points. It feels like sometimes the media is more concerned with not offending Trump voters than they are with using critical thinking required for journalism. We didn't need to have this expose with Hunter Biden
for nothing.
Until we see a money timeline of Javanka, who's made $82 million while Donald Trump has been in the White House. It's ridiculous that we're even having this conversation. Yes, I take Joel's point. Donald Trump likely would run that campaign, not because it makes sense, but it's the only campaign he knows how to run. He doesn't have anything. He has no issues to run on. He has no platform to run on. He has no success to run on. And so the point that you made, I don't want you to think I'm stealing your ideas or your points, but we
just your glasses.
Just my glasses.
He has not gained any new voters.
No, he hasn't. As everybody does in your second time around.
And Jonathan, so then the question then becomes, who would be the most challenging for Donald Trump to formulate that kind of campaign against? This week you had the AOC, the squad, endorse Bernie Sanders. That came out tonight. You have Sanders saying, well, Elizabeth Warren's a capitalist. I wonder if they think that it would be easier to run against her than it would be.
Well, that might be the most important development of this whole week, because what it allows Elizabeth Warren to do, if she's the nominee, when Trump, we already know he's going to run against the squad. He's indicated that. And she can just say, the squad, they endorsed my opponent. Like, you talking to me? But she's still vulnerable on Medicare for all. And she's in a political box right now. We're going to see how she gets out of that box. It's not popular with unions, and there are people who are perfectly happy with their health insurance. Not popular with them to say, you're not going to be able, we're going to take that choice away from you. She's going to have to figure out how to have some kind of a retreat on that. She will probably wait as long as she can, but that's a pretty big target on her back. Because when she says, well, I'm only going to make the wealthy pay more, well, what's wealthy? On the wealth tax, that's fine for her, because everybody knows they don't have $50 million. But when it comes to getting taxed for Medicare for all, what's wealthy? Is wealthy if you have two income and you make $100,000, are you going to be paying more?
Yeah.
You know, so it's tricky for her.
We shall see. Very quickly, one word answer. Who had the best night tonight, Joel? Quick.
Quick. Pete Buttigieg had a wonderful night tonight.
Best night, Tiffany.
Warren.
Best night, Jason.
Pete.
Best night.
Pete and Klobuchar.
All right,
She's
Tiffany Cross, Jason Johnson, Jonathan Alter, Joel Payne, all my guests tonight. Continue the debate on Twitter. Thank you guys for joining me. That wraps up this hour of our